Uh, Good evening. It looks like we are live, so just give people a few moments to jump on. Little bit of time. Say hello. Hello. To Hello, everybody. Just waiting for the connection to catch up. It's a cool evening here in Tasmania. My name is Kay Hamilton, and I'm known as the Courage Activator. And what I do is offer essential oil readings. I intuitively pull out an oil for you to give you a message. So, hello and welcome. Thank you to those people who are joining. Good morning, Danielle. So I wonder where you're from, somewhere across the other side of the world. So I am in very cool Tasmania here tonight. I've got my heater on and I'm all rugged up because it's quite cool here. So I like to talk to people about activating their courage so that you can step into your world and step into your life with your full potential. And I use, as you can see, I use beautiful essential oils, and I work with energy, I work with crystals, and I work with colour. So not surprised I joined today. Would love you and essential guidance on courage. Oh, beautiful. Now, what I will do is I'll just write names down. Last week I was on, I had so many people, it was not easy to catch up. So tell me what you want to activate your courage for or with or something like that, because then I would have a little bit better idea about what I'm talking to you about. Now, I don't actually predict. I'm not going to say, yes, you're getting a new boyfriend tomorrow or anything like that. I will give you support. I will give you some beautiful advice, hopefully, and encouragement to step into your full potential. And essential oils help with that, to step into our full potential, because they can raise our vibrations, especially when we are using a pure oil. And I use Young Living oils because I know they're pure. I go and visit their farms. I've planted trees in Hawaii. I've planted lavender in Utah, and I've planted helichrysum in Croatia. So I use essential oils because they actually, when we breathe an oil in, they go through the limbic system of our brain and into the back part of our brain, where all our old memories and past traumas and things like that are. And what they do is help to release that, and they open the path for supporting us to step into our highest potential and leave all the past behind that might have us in a state of limited thinking and limited feeling. So I'll just try and scroll back. I also have a page called Activate Your Courage with Kay Hamilton. I didn't quite have time to put the link in here, but if you're interested in joining that, look, I'll actually go back after my live and I'll put the links to my pages so you can friend request me. The other thing is that what I will do is tonight, if you would like a free mini Activate Your Courage reading, you need to type into the comments a mini reading, please. And I will go back through the comments, or you can friend request me and ask me for a free mini reading, and we will do that offline. Over the weekend, I'll have some time to catch up with some people to give you a full mini reading then. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm just going to pull out a single oil and give you a little message, because I'm not going to be able to go deeply into the situation tonight. And also I offer, where have I put my thing? I offer bigger readings. My 1 hour readings I offer, where I channel some signature artwork for you, and we dig deep into whatever it is that's holding you back. So that's another opportunity that you can have with me on a one-to-one. So if you would like to learn more about that, you can talk to me about that. And in the one-to-ones, I will go back. We dig deep into whatever it is that's holding you back, and we unpack that. We remove whatever it is that's holding you back, and we move forward, put in some nice affirmations, some intentions. I give you some essential oil recommendations so that you can step into your full power with purpose. So let's start. Now I'll go back up here. Somebody asked me something about courage, essential oil guidance. So Joanne, okay, and this one's live your passion. Maybe it's a little bit of a time for you to reevaluate what your passion is and to make sure that you are stepping in the direction of what gives you joy. It might be a time for you to I'm getting reevaluate. I'm getting maybe a little bit of redirection, a little bit of making sure that you're following your heart and your joy. So that one was for you, Joanne. So, wonder if I could ask you, is your baby healthy and what will you be having? Look, I don't actually answer what will you be having. You'll be having a baby. That's what I'll answer, because I'm a bit reluctant I haven't developed that psychic muscle to tell you yes or no, because if I got it wrong, you might be really disappointed. But I think that if you want a healthy baby, make sure you're eating well, make sure you're drinking enough water, make sure you're getting enough minerals and vitamins, and do the best you can and your baby, and make sure that emotionally you are stable. So remember that when we are pregnant, our babies pick up on all our emotions, and we need to make sure that we are clear and not passing any negativity on through the baby. So, hi, Rebecca. Nice to see you again. Wondering, so that was for you, JJ Phillips, I think. So Patricia and Adam, if you want free mini readings offline where I give you 3 bottles, and that's not on tonight, you need to friend request me if you can. So and then I will be in touch. You can send me a message, but I will do some little 1 bottle readings tonight. So Natasha, something for holding you back as a professional artist. Well, that'll be your fear. So a really nice oil well, there's a couple actually for you, and one is inspiration. This is a beautiful oil that I use when I'm doing my artwork, because it invokes inspiration, and it might be inspiration with your art, but it might also be inspiration to be the best version of yourself possible. And another one that's really good for that is magnify your purpose, because it supports us to keep our determination going so that we can keep on moving through whatever it is that we think or we perceive as holding us back. So my recommendation is you keep following your heart, and anyone will succeed if they have determination, consistency and persistence. And all of those are supported when we use beautiful essential oils. I use them in my diffuser. I've actually just moved my setup. I've reorganised myself a bit today, so it needs a little bit of rejigging by the look of it. So having a diffuser in your room or in your home, in your bedroom, is very inspirational. It's very good for supporting your ability to keep your vibrations high. And I know in the climate at the moment, keeping our vibrations high is something we really need to work at. So, and that's why I love using beautiful oils, because they help keep my vibrations high. It's a constant, it's an ongoing, what do I call it? It's a work in progress, because we're human, and we all have human experiences. We're all affected by what we're watching. We're affected by what's perceived to be what's happening in the world at the moment. But there's lots of layers of that, and the best thing we can do is to raise our energy and raise our vibrations. And the best way to do that is to do things like keeping yourself grounded. And of course, I love using beautiful essential oils. So, Natasha, that is my recommendation. If you're interested in getting some oils to support you to stay upbeat and to keep your inspiration going. So, Lee White, I do have some cards. Thanks for all those beautiful hellos. I do have some cards here, and these have crystals on the front, and they have essential oil recommendations as well. So this one's for Lee. And I find, please bear with me because I find my little thing moves up and down very quickly and I lose place. So Lee, here's a card for you. I hope you've got your courage intention set in your mind. And yeah, so here we go, Lee, and it's Moonstone. So Moonstone, this is highly regarded as a spiritual crystal, and it's recognized to support feminine energy, fertility. Maybe you're about to bring something, you might be about to birth something. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a physical baby. There might be something that's brewing in you to come out and to be birthed. The Moonstone supports emotional calming and harmony. It's known as the Stone of New Beginnings. So I would suggest, Lee, you might have some new beginnings. And the decree, there's a decree that comes with these cards. And the decree is, I believe God in me. I am God. Strength now. And the companion oils are frankincense, melissa, balsam fir, and rose. And what a great list of oils there. Frankincense is for uplifting. It's for getting those a clear message, for those messages for the divine, and it's very good for meditation and prayer or anything like that. So I like to use my meditation when I want to feel my frankincense when I want to feel grounded, and when I want to open my mind to really tune in to pure divine messages that are going to be uplifting. So that is for you, Lee White. This is live chat. Yes, Lindy Lou, your name rings a bell somewhere. It is a live chat. So Rani, now if you want a reading, me to pull an oil, what I want you to do is tell me what you want your courage activated on. So I'm just going to go back to Rani. If you're asking me, Natasha, what oils they are, these are Young Living. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. So I like Young Living oils because I know that they are all organic, they're sustainably sourced. They're not just, they don't come from areas that are being raped and forests that are being raped and pillaged. Our oils are grown from plants on our own farms all around the world. We're a global family. We're a global company. We're the biggest essential oil company in the world. And we have members all around the world. So if you're interested in obtaining some of these oils, no matter where you are, you can reach out to me and I can help you, because I set people up with wholesale accounts so that you can get 25% off. So I hope that one is helpful. Right, now I'm just going to go back here and see who I've missed. Okay, Joe, you look like you're very persistent. So, okay, Joe, I'm going to just let me tune in for a minute. And I'm getting sage for you, Joe. Sage is very cleansing. It's a beautiful oil to step into a new space and to give you, I'm just going to look up my book and see, I have this beautiful book on releasing emotions with essential oils, and sometimes I like looking it up because it will give me a deeper understanding on what's going on for you emotionally. So sage is about letting go. So you might have some letting go to do. Maybe you're hanging on to some old beliefs, some old patterns. Maybe you are it feels like there's something new for you, Joe, but you're not quite sure about having the courage to do it. So if you're interested in delving a little bit deeper, reach out and I'll give you a free mini reading over the next few days or when we can set up a time. And so please type in here, free mini reading, friend request me, find me on my page called Activate Your Courage with Kay Hamilton. If you send a message there, I can get back to you as well. So I hope that one's helpful for you, Joe. Now, what would happen if we didn't do anything about activating our courage and if we stayed in our zone of fear and in our zone of holding ourselves back? If we don't move forward with what we're supposed to be doing here on the earth, we start getting unhappy, our relationships fail, our relationship with our faith, with ourselves, our relationship with other people. When we step into our courage and move all those blocks of what we perceive are holding us back, that's when we start feeling really happy in life, when we know that we're living with our purpose. And my aim is to help or to encourage or inspire people to raise their vibrations so we get out of all that negative thinking and all those negative things that go through our head that make us feel like we're not good enough, because we all have our own gifts in each and every way. So I hope that one, Joe Schaefer, I hope that one spoke to you. Lee Daniels, an oil to move forward. For you, it's surrender. Surrender to what's not working for you and surrender to tune into what is working for you. So when we have surrender, it's often, this oil comes up when we're feeling like we're hanging on. So there might be things that you're hanging on to that are not giving you value or giving you worth. Now, if you wanted to know how to use these oils, I actually sometimes just put a drop in the palm of my hand. So I put a drop in the palm of my hand and I activate it 3 times. And then I smell these beautiful oils. And that's a mini diffuser, or you can put them in your in a diffuser. You can put them on your temples. You can drop them on the top of your head. There's a whole array in ways that we can use them. I know I pulled sage out for somebody just a little bit earlier, and sage is one of the oils that we cook with. So I love putting sage with some olive oil and some cider vinegar, make a beautiful dressing. Sometimes I'll drop a bit of garlic in it too, and I might put an oil drop of sage in it and stir it around, shake it up and sprinkle that over your food. It is a really, really nice way to support your body and yourself with beautiful essential oils. Joe, you would love some oils. So let me know. What I might do is put a link to my website when I'm finished, just before I jump off. But please do reach out for me, because I'm up for one-on-one conversations with you. And actually, Joe, I've just seen you set me through a friend request. So well done. My name is Kay Hamilton. I've got Believe on my Facebook little icon. So reach out. Let's have a chat. And if we have a chat offline, what I do is I give you three, usually 4 bottles now, 4 bottles, and we talk about what you want to activate your courage around, and that is just like a little quarter of an hour, 20-minute conversation, and I can talk to you about how you can move forward. But if you want something really in depth, this is what I do. This is just an example of one of my signature pieces of artwork that I draw for you when I have when we sit together and have a mini reading. Rani, so okay, so Rani, please. I don't know what you want guidance on, Rani, but I'm getting for you inner child. It's time for you to let the child out of the I'm getting the word cage for you. So I feel like you've probably shut down. You've probably got yourself into a state of being very serious. And I think it's time for you to just feel the joy of that innocence of a child where you don't have the worries of the world around you. An inner child is a beautiful one to rub around your tummy button to help you get into the fun of life. So, Rani, I hope that one is supportive for you. Megan, oh, sorry, this thing moved up. Oh, good. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for that feedback. I love it when I'm getting confirmation. So that's beautiful. Anything for me? Cody Swan. Okay, Cody, I'm going to see Northern Lights Black Spruce, Cody. So Northern Lights Black Spruce is a very empowering oil. It's the oil of a tree which has grown up in Fort Nelson, right up near the north of Canada, where the northern lights come down, and that electrical energy from the northern lights, where you see all those beautiful, and if you haven't seen one, Google Northern Lights Canada and look at some photos, and it's where the all the at night the glow of the sun off the ice cap sends out beautiful rays of beautiful rainbows. They can be quite spectacular. So our Northern Lights Black Spruce, Northern Lights Black Spruce is a very, very empowering oil. It gives you the strength. So it feels like you need some strength in whatever you're doing, and you need to give yourself some positive affirmations. I am capable. I am strong enough. And just move beyond whatever it is that you perceive in your mind is your block. So, yeah. Daniel Stevens, love a card on a situation I've got going on, please. Just want to see if anything comes up about it. Okay, so that one was for you, Cody, Northern Lights Black Spruce. So I work with colour as well, so I'm led to give you a colour card. Who is that? Danielle Stevens. So I can't speak directly to it. If I always think it's a good idea if you tell me what you want, what your intention is for what you want to shift. But if you've got that in your mind, let's see what this comes up with. So, it's interesting. Maybe it's this card. It's saying gold, attract abundance. So there you go. Danielle, now if I were you and I was wanting to attract abundance, I would be looking at our oil that is called Abundance, an absolutely beautiful oil. It's got some very, very rich oils. The combination works a treat, so it means that you can apply this oil and it supports your energy for attracting abundance. Now, if we want to attract abundance, we need to make sure that we're receptive. We need to make sure that we feel that we believe that we are deserving of it. And, you know, we all have to reprogram all those messages that we have from children. Maybe our parents have said, no, we can't afford it, or whatever it is, all those old programs that we have to delve deep. We have to look into those programs and release them and move on from them. So I hope that one spoke to you, Danielle. Naomi, that would be wonderful. I'm not sure what would be wonderful, so I'm just going to have a look and see. So I'm getting gathering for you, Naomi. So this is about you gathering your energy, and it can also talk about gathering the people around you. If you are wanting to step into your courage, if we're all scattered and shattered, and if we're all over the place and we don't have our energy intact, we are not in our best strength for receiving that is coming our way. So gathering is a beautiful one. I would be putting this on my feet to help me gather that momentum. and bring into your life all those things that are going to set you up for success. So that one was for Cody. And I did, oh, sorry, that was for Naomi. Cody, I did yours earlier. I've got to move my little things up so I can remember where I've said. Yes, Northern Lights, Canada. Hi there, just saying hi again. I got scrolled away. Hi, Megan. Let me know if you want an oil. Remember to friend request me if you're interested in a free mini reading where we jump on Messenger or Zoom or FaceTime and we talk. So this is just really a taste tester for how I work, so you can get to know me, see if you resonate with me, and to give you a little bit of an example about how I work with these beautiful oils. So, yes, I'd appreciate a card. I'm sure the universe has a message for me right now. Okay, I'm going to go with my colour cards. I love using colour because colour is all around energy. Now, I'm all about vibrations. We are all vibrations. We all have vibrations, and our chakras have different colours, and that's all to do with the vibration and the energy of our body. And when we are in alignment, that's when we are feeling upbeat and uplifted. Today, I felt this morning I was great, but then this afternoon I had a nana nap because I knew I was coming on tonight. But, my energy was depleted. So what did I do? I made sure I got some water. I went and we have a beautiful, healthy drink with Young Living that has oils in it. It has lots of nutrition and antioxidant, and it's really great for energy. So I gave myself a glass of that after my nana nap, and I just took it easy, went out in the garden. I did a little bit of grounding. So we need to make sure that we're really, really looking after ourselves. If we're not feeling 100%, self-nurture is the key. So Christina Stoddard, this one is for you. This one's wanting to, how about that? Would you believe it? Attract abundance, gold. So attract abundance. I have my citrine stone up here, and I love to have that to remind me that I can attract abundance on all levels. I like to have my crystals near me so that my energy and their energy is working together. I like to hold my citrine. So citrine would be a good crystal for you. Obviously, the oil abundance would be a good one for you. And start feeling grateful about what you do have, because we've got to be grateful for what we do have so that when then we are in that receptive state for receiving. So I hope that is helpful for you, Christine. So many bodies, years and years of learning. Yes, Debbie, I've been using these oils for 10 years. It'll be coming up to 10 years about now, actually, just over 10 years. And I bought a beautiful kit of oils and had a diffuser. Oh, no, it didn't have a diffuser. I had to wait for 3 months from a diffuser to get one for free. And now with Young Living, we have this beautiful kit, and it comes with a diffuser, and there's a couple of different options for you to have to choose which diffuser you like. Anyway, my story is that I just bought a kit of oils over 10 years ago, and I just did it online. I hadn't smelt them, and when I opened them, I smelt them and I went, wow, these oils are something really, really, really special. So that started me on this whole journey of learning about oils, and now I'm creating a community of lots of people who love beautiful oils, and I'm all about changing life and supporting that inner transformation so that we can be the best versions of ourselves, and so that we can rise above all the dark energy, and there's a lot of dark energy at the moment. So in actual fact, people are reaching out for support, and if you need some support, essential oils are one of the beautiful things that we can do. You can messages you pick up. Rachel, Joe, Louise. Interesting. So I'm getting, I'm getting frankincense for you, Joe. Frankincense is very, very good. I think I've mixed up. Here it is. Frankincense is a really good oil to help connect with our source and to open our mind up to hear those messages. It's a great one to give our connection to God or Father God or Great Spirit. It's a good one for helping us to open up to those messages from the divine. It's very grounding, it's uplifting, it's great for your skin. I love putting it in the diffuser. I love dropping it onto the crown of my head, putting it on my temples. A good one for meditation and prayer. So maybe for you, Rachel Joe, maybe for you, it is a time for you to just bring yourself back into the stillness of mind and not be rushing around trying to find the answers. That's what I'm getting for you, Joe. So I hope that was helpful. I would love some guidance for courage of being seen fully. Okay, so Brenda, I love that, for courage of being seen fully. I have a little a free Facebook webinar where I've created a webinar about activating, a free webinar for activating your courage. And that's part of what I do, is support people to step into their full potential by transmuting all those things that hold us back. There's a saying, and it goes, feel the fear and do it anyway. And I have applied that principle to my life for many years now, and it works. For me to step up and do what I'm doing online with all these people I don't know, I'm putting myself in a state of vulnerability. But if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be connecting with people. I wouldn't be doing what I know that I'm meant to be doing. So I'm going to give you, Brenda, let me see. Okay, I'm drawn to suggest thieves for you, Brenda. It's a really empowering oil. I've created my own affirmation for this one, and it goes like this. Just a minute, I've got to find it. I am clear and focused. It offers you protection and a feeling of being able to express yourself safely. It supports you to express yourself with ease and grace and joy, and it offers that inner strength and gives you that reassurance of knowing all is well. It has cloves, lemon, eucalyptus, rosemary, and cinnamon in it, and it's a beautiful oil full of rich spices, which is very nourishing and very empowering. So I hope that one helps you, Brenda. Megan, just listening to what you're saying, I have a relationship issue and in-law issue that reaching a point would like what the best thing you recommend. Okay, I know immediately what I'm going to recommend for you. I've got to find it though, because I've moved everything around. And, where is it? It's called Acceptance. I've moved everything around today, so I can't find it. It's about accepting and maybe even surrender for you, because I can't quite. Oh, here it is. So acceptance. So accepting the situation, because when we accept something, it means that we're kind of going, okay, it is what it is, and we're not. And it removes that that force that wants to fight things. So I remember having an issue with a father-in-law years ago. I was in my late 20s and I was a real greenie and he was a farmer, and we used to have disagreements about things. And I worked out that I got to a point where I had to just accept that he was who he was and I was who I am or was. And I just had to accept that that was the situation and not try and change him. Because if we are trying to make people agree with us, unless they're open to receive that, we're wasting our energy. So part of what you need to do is accept that and then apply some surrender. So you accept it, you let it go, and maybe new beginnings. Another thing, a little trick that I do, if I've got issues with other people, I used to say this to my kids all the time, is to say, put them in a pink bubble of love. So if we are just expressing and embodying love and imparting that to other people, you'd be surprised at how situations can just dissolve and change. There's a shift in it. And we need to realize that if we want to support, if we want, lost my thread, the only point of power we have is within ourselves. It's not within other people. So we need to work with our sense of our inner power. And if you want change, the only thing that's going to give you change is you. You're the only one you can change. So we really need to embody that, because if we fight against all that, we're often just wasting our time. So I hope that one is helpful for you. That was for you, Megan. I'm tuning in a little late. If you feel drawn to give me a message, it will be appreciated. Joe Newberry. So, yeah, so if you'd like a mini reading, that's awesome. Please make it easy for me and friend request me, and I will get back to you. I will try and go through and see other people. But if you friend request me, that's going to be a lot easier. So, Joe Newberry, did I give you a message? I can't remember now, because I think I did earlier. Mini reading, yeah, Megan, awesome. Self-confidence and reaching the fifth dimension. Yes, so we are all, there's so much change going on there. Okay. Hi, Zoe. You can always talk to me offline. You've got me. You can talk to me anytime about all this, darling. Debbie Taylor, does smelling the oil change our vibration? Absolutely, because when we smell an oil, it goes through our limbic system. It goes in through the amygdala, and it supports us to let go of those old patterns and old thoughts. And sometimes what happens is that when we smell oils, they actually, when you get that feeling of, oh, the penny's dropped, I understand, or, oh, now I know why I feel that way, or it's like they unlock things in our mind, and they bring ease and balance, and they just support us in a really beautiful way. I know often when I smell an oil, I know that I get this physiological response where my whole body you kind of just get this, and you get this feeling of being really nurtured. But you've got to make sure that you're getting good oils, because most oils are not pure. They're not 100%. And when they're not 100% pure, they can they're not in harmony with our body. They're not in harmony with our emotions, and they can actually produce more damage than good, because a lot of oils have hormone disruptors in them. They're not many oils. In fact, most oils are produced in laboratories, and they can almost mimic the smells. Whereas once you get a good nose, a nose that's trained in pure smells, you become more aware of the smells that aren't pure and the smells that will put you out of alignment. And we're so used to artificial smells in most shampoos and face products and everything. They're not pure oils in those. If you've got fragrance on the bottle, my alarm bells go up, because that tells us that they're not pure oils, and you really need to make sure, do your homework, ask where their farms are. If you're getting oils, where are they coming from? So the legal requirements for an essential oil to have 100% pure on the bottle, I know in the USA, is you only have to put about 3% of pure oil in the bottle, and then they can label an oil 100%. It is not very good. So, yeah. Zoe Williams, love to find courage, see my truth, and find my grounding. Crystal Cut. I'll come back to you, Rachel. So I hope that answered your question, Debbie. Zoe, I'm getting for you, Zoe, Roman chamomile. Roman chamomile is a beautiful oil for invoking deep deep peace. So if I look up the book on the emotion, it talks about petrified and unwelcome. So there may be some really deep things that you are grappling with that you need to transform. So you need to work out whatever it is that's going to make you feel really calm and do some breathing. It might be something like doing something for you that's going to empower you, which Roman chamomile would do. So, yeah, that one was for you, Zoe. So I hope that one is helpful. Smelling, they keep getting stripped away too. Would love to know a crystal card and also an oil that would help. All right, so I'll go for a crystal card for you, Rachel Price. So remember, if you want a 3 or 4 bottle mini reading where we have a conversation, I find that's a lot easier, a lot more satisfying because we can have some to and fro. Let me know and we can do some of these offline. Oh, here's one for you. This one is for Rachel. Okay, so got it upside down. Pink Aura Quartz. So that's telling me it's time for you to really give yourself some love and appreciation. For us to activate our courage, we all need to feel self-worth. We all need to do what we need to do. We all need to do whatever we can to invoke appreciation of ourselves, giving ourselves some nurturing, some time, baths, essential oils. So for you, it's Pink Aura Pink Aura Quartz. It's formed by bonding quartz with platinum. A pink or rose quartz speaks of innocence and purity. It definitely works with the heart energy center. It's the key to remembering unconditional love and acceptance. And your decree is, I am pure love, and so is my world. And the oils it's recommending is tangerine, spruce, myrrh, and jasmine. So some beautiful oils there. Tangerine is like the fun oil, the oil that's going to make you feel a little bit alive and well. And our tangerine oil, have I got it up here? No, I don't. But anyway, tangerine is one of our other oils that you can put in your drinks or in your smoothies and give yourself a little bit of loving from the inside to the outside. Okay, so who are we going? Me too. You're doing something great. I'm not confident to do. So which oils are they? Do you work out what is good for us? If you want to have a free mini reading with me, please send me a message and we'll do that offline if you really want to get down to the nitty and gritty. This is a taste tester here because I just love, and it's great for me to support my confidence at supporting you people with messages, and I love it when I get some feedback. I usually get nice feedback from people saying, wow, you're spot on. And this is challenging to sit here and really all I'm looking at is myself. So I'm looking at what you're looking at. So, I've been practicing this for a while, but this is an example of me stepping into my courage to support other people. So Rosemary Zapier, I don't know where you live, but these oils are sourced all around the world, and if you reach out to me, I can help you get set up with a wholesale account, and you too can create your own collection. We not only have oils, we have shampoos, conditioners, cleaning products, makeup. Everything that we have with Young Living has got no nasties in it, so I don't have to go to the shop. I don't have to go to the health food shop, the supermarket, the chemist, or anywhere else to buy most of my or all of my personal care products. So I've eliminated everything in my home that has chemicals in it, and I just purchase it online from Young Living, and it's just fabulous. So all my products have essential oils in them, and all my nutritional products. So we have smoothies. What are they called? We have smoothies that we can make. We have fish oil with essential oils in them because the essential oils support them from going rancid. They stabilize them and keep them fresh. And none of our products have any heavy metals in them. Everything is sustainable. So if you're interested in those kind of things in your lifestyle, these oils are fabulous. Teresa. So crystal oil card for positive energy. Okay, so you can get Young Living oils in New Zealand. We have actually New Zealand and comes under the banner or alongside the banner of Australia. So if you are interested, reach out. Okay, for you it's some smoky quartz, and I've got some beautiful, look at my beautiful smoky quartz I've got sitting here. I've got a couple here sitting beside me. And smoky quartz is really grounding, and it has the ability to amplify itself and other crystals around it. It's an amazing one for healing and for transmuting all those things, all that negativity that might be holding you back. It's good for EMFs. So I love having them around my house if you're having chemotherapy, headaches, depression, those sort of things, because it absorbs and transmutes the negative energy. I am secure and grounded now, and I stay. So it's a matter of you using those affirmations to ensure that you start believing that these things are happening. Now, we know when we want to change what's going on in our thinking, we need to start telling ourselves that. We need to write it down. We need to, or I do things like I'll get my artwork and start drawing some things. If I want to transmute things and I want to do some dreaming and bring some new things in to play, I will often get out my canvas and start doing some drawings. And the companion oils for you, Teresa, I love that, is myrtle, lemongrass, spruce, and the beautiful frankincense. So all of those oils would give you some good options to help with your positive energy. I just cut out, who did she pick for? Rose, oh, I can't remember. Okay, Karen, if you want a free mini reading, please friend request me. It's an easier way for me to get hold of you. Hey, Sharon, yeah, you love Young Living as well. So that's awesome. Sharon, what would you like? Please have a relationship card. I'm going to pull out a colour card for you, Sharon. And let's see what we get in a relationship card for you. Attract success and Scarlet. Look at that. It's the love of, it's the card of love. So it's about you invoking a bit of love into your life. Rose oil, joy, even gathering. Okay. So yeah. So Rosemary, I'll give you, did I give you a card? I get lost here. Rosemary's Apple. You're in WA. Awesome. So reach out. Remember, send me a friend request if you want a free mini reading, if you want to talk to me offline. Let's do that. Okay, Rosemary, I will give you a card. Beautiful card, Sharon. So you a Young Living oiler too. I bet you are, Rosemary. Here's a card for you, Amazon Night. It's a crystal to amplify leadership skills, to allow quick, wise choices as required. So, Rosemary, reach out, send me a message, and I can give you a bit of a card. We can have a little bit of one-on-one time. So Amazonite physically supports metabolism and the nervous system, the thyroid, transmuting addictions. I'm God's eyes seeing the truth now. I speak truth with ease. Companion oils are myrtle, lemongrass, spearmint, and sage. So that one was for you, Rosemary. Spot on. Awesome. Yay. Now, if you want a mini reading, friend request me. Let's get together and let's talk a little bit more in depth about oil. So see if you can find me. I'm Kay Hamilton. I've got Believe. You'll see me. I'm the only silverhead Kay Hamilton in the world on Facebook. So, yeah. So who have I not got? Who's here? So give me some oh yes messages if you have a message around, someone's talking about, okay, Lindy Lou, you feel defeated. I think we all feel a bit defeated at the moment. Getting bergamot for you. And bergamot is, it's one of the, it's one of the citrus oils, so it's very uplifting. It's going to give you that fresh energy for feeling alive and well. So bergamot is the one for you, Lindy Lou. So, yeah, where are we up to? I've got to keep an eye on the time. I've got some new comments coming through. I'm just going to go back to Dylan. I don't diagnose anything with bipolar, but what I will say is that these oils will be getting for you peace and calming. You know, I know with bipolar people, you have, you know, lots of times where you're really active and energetic, and then there's times where you feel really low. That much I do know about bipolar. Peace and calming for those times when you are feeling a little bit overactive and you're in overload. But then frankincense is a beautiful oil for when you need to feel uplifted. I would be making sure that you are looking after yourself. I would be recommending fish oils, because fish oils are our beautiful omega gyres. I take those morning and night to keep my brain active. We know that we need our mind, you know, the messages in our mind, the fish oils help the electrical charge in our mind so that the messages can come through clearer. So, Dylan, I hope that's handy for you. Hey, Markeisha. Hello, darling. You want a card? So, Markeisha is one of my beautiful friends who loves Young Living Oils. Oh, and I'll be down in Hobart in July, Markeisha, so I hope to catch up with you there. Apatite is an overall gentle healing crystal, amazing for addictions, obsessive compulsive type thoughts, patterns, or phobias. So it's a great connector for your psychic and prophetic intuition and communication, both internally and externally. Gives ease in social settings and eases feelings of sorrow, anger, and irrational thoughts. So maybe your mind's working overtime. Remember my God thoughts now. I am divine ease. Companion oils, jasmine, ledum, palo santo, and wintergreen. So thanks, Keisha. You were very, very, oh, thank you, Rosemary. I don't know how I meant to be here. Thank you, darling. Look forward to talking to you. Let's have a little bit of a talk offline. Just going to go down because I can see some new messages. Hey, thank you. What's that name of the crystal for helping my health? Oils, I can't remember. Look, I'm just going through these so fast. You'll have to go back and listen to the replay if I've pulled something out for you. I can't keep up with it, sorry. Managed to write. Hey, okay. Spot on. Thank you, Lindy. I love it when I get some feedback. So, Kerry Mead, let's go to you. Kerry Mead. Valor. This is the oil. This is the courage oil. This is the bee's knees for courage. So Valor is very calming, but it's also very strengthening. It's very, very empowering. It just helps you to just be, to accept things. It takes away those nervous jitters, those feelings of overwhelm and not feeling all that, onto things. If you've got a situation where you're feeling you're not going to cope and you're not capable, or you've got maybe you've got some emotional things that are giving you some turmoil at the moment. Well, Valor is going to give you that beautiful feeling of strength and a feeling that you can cope and you are okay. So I've got a roll-on the top of mine. Gary Young from our company, he designed these roll-ons, and that means that I can just get my roll on, and sometimes I just put it on my temples or on my wrists, and yum. And then just put that in your aura, in your energetic field, and that gives you a state of feeling strong, feeling you can cope with whatever comes your way. So I hope that one's helpful for you. That was, I can't remember who that one was for. Marquisha, leading up to a full moon, feeling the energy. Thanks, beautiful. Look forward to catching up. Awesome. Hey, Angela, how are you going, gorgeous? I hope you're feeling a bit better. Nice to see you here. Got to go get dinner. Stay. Okay, Rosemary. Yeah, be in touch. That sounds good. Angela, I'd better give you an oil. And it's basil. It always makes me want to go basil from Faulty Towers. So it's going to give you that, that sense of having a bit of fun, that refreshing. Basil's a really nice one to put in your drink. And the emotion is manipulation. So you might be feeling like you're being manipulated in some way. Something might be feeling like it's got hold of you. So you'll know what that means. Rosemary, it's Valor, VALOR. So a beautiful blend that Gary Young created for us not just for us, he created Valor and he used it. There's a whole story around that because he needed some strength and some calming. Someone tried to take him to court because he was an amazing person, and people always tried to bring him down off his mountain, and someone took him to court over something that wasn't true, and he didn't have the money to pay for the court costs. So he created an oil to give him strength, but he also studied for 12 months, took himself to court and won the case. He didn't lose. So that's the kind of person Gary Young was, full of courage. And that was the courage oil. He researched the oils that the Roman soldiers put on themselves before they went into battle. And from that, he created Valor, which is going to give you a sense of deep peace and deep calm. So I'm going to just put here my caseoils.com. There is my... Oh, is that going to send? There is my email. If anyone wants a free mini reading where I pull out more than 3 oils, I've got to round it up now because I think other people are on. But I have several pages, and I have a group on Facebook called Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom. That's my Facebook group name. I have another page called Activate Your Courage. Activate Your Courage with Kay Hamilton, and I go live. I've spelt it wrong. I go live on a Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, and I pull out an oil, I do a meditation, and I do some little mini 1-bottle readings. So, yeah. So thanks, everyone. I really appreciate you all being here with me. So I'm going to sign off now, but I'm going to give you my blessings for your wellness, for your purpose, for your abundance, and for your courage, because if you step into courage, life is going to change. Thanks very much. Bye-bye for now.